Hi everyone, Peg here, and I am back again for another day of Art Journal Habit 2018. Today's prompt is country. I enjoyed working so much with the gold on the last page that I think I'm going to do some gold gesso in my background again. I just put a little bit of Art Guard on my hands because I'm going to be working in products again. So you want to protect your hands. So I've got my gold gesso out here, and let's get a little bit of that. Oh boy, let's get a little bit of that down on the page. Okay, so I have my gold Winsor Newton gesso down for my background. When I think of country, I think of these sweeping pastoral countrysides. So that's what I kind of want to create here. I have a ruler out, and this is my graphite pencil. This is a shorty. I got this at May Day over when I was taking a class in Illinois. So no, not Illinois, in Wisconsin. Good grief! I was at Mineral Point, Wisconsin, which is a artist community. And if you get a chance, stop in there because there are lots of really cute shops and fun places to go. So I'm going to take this, and I just want to create a horizon line. So I'm just going to take my pencil and do that. This is a little fat shorty pencil, and I'm just creating a horizon line with my pencil on this gessoed page, and that was a little bit damp there, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. And then I think what I want to do is I think I'm going to switch out from my pencil because now I've got my line established. I think I want to go to this Distress Crayon. This is Hickory Smoke because I want that smoky line at the horizon level. So I'm just going to take that smoky hickory smoke and add that into my horizon line. And the way I'm going to set that on my page is, oh yeah, I'm liking that. I also want to get a little bit just down below there, but not as much as that sharp horizon line. I'm going to get some clear gesso. This is my clear gesso. I'm just going to use my finger and get a little bit of that clear gesso because you can set this and move it around a little bit with your finger just by putting that clear gesso on here. This stuff does dry down a bit and it doesn't move quite as much, but I want to keep working in here, so I'm gonna get my gesso on top of this and get my horizon line going here. And then I also want to use that. I want to create like a bank of clouds up here in the sky. So I'm going to just put a little bit of that. You know how clouds will float in the sky here. Let's get that gray cloud floating in my amber sky. Liking that. Maybe just a little line underneath that. Help that blend in a little bit. Yeah. Okay, and then we've got our horizon line. We've got our clouds starting to come in. Just going to grab another one of these distress crayons. And now I want to have the sunlight starting to break through my layer of clouds. So I'm going to grab the white. This is called Picket Fences. I'm going to grab the white, and I'm going to grab, I had a stencil out here. This is a Tim Holtz stencil. It's called Splatters, and I thought that this kind of looked like the sunlight splattering through the sky background here. So I'm going to pick this up, use my white distress crayon, and just do a little bit of coloring in to those splatters with my white picket fence crayon. And I think for this, I'm going to grab my DecoArt Media white gesso. I want to lighten that up quite a bit. So I'm just going to blend that with the white gesso. I might even pick up, yeah, I'm liking that, but I also want to soften it. So I'm going to grab a brush, wet it down in a little bit of water, and I want to bring this out a little bit, like there's like some rays coming out from the clouds. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm looking for, is the sunny sky starting to emerge from the background here. And you still have those golden tones because of the gold gesso underlayment. But I'm really liking that I can blend this real easily out into the sky and the horizon line that we've created here. Okay, so I've got that. I'm thinking I might even, I've got another, let's see if this is just way too big or not. I've got another stencil I may end up using on here. But I also think I want to lighten just the center of that a bit. Let's see here. And I need my baby wipe because you don't want to leave all this stuff on my stencil. Paint and stuff I don't mind, but you know, thicker things you do want to clean out of those cuts. Okay, so I've got that. Now I think I would like to add some brown to this. So I'm going to grab this brown. I'm just going to add another line to my horizon. Because you know, as you look at horizon lines, and they come forward, the gray tones, the soft grays are in the back, and then you start to see. I'm going to grab the white gesso this time to blend the brown out with. Get another layer going here. More white gesso on my finger. But I'm working back and forth between the white, the clear, the gold, all three of those gessos. They're all playing a part here on this pastoral scene. And this is not meant to be the definition of everything here, because this is supposed to be like a 15-minute page, so I'm not going to spend a great deal of time, you know, creating these cloud bank layers and all the definition. This is just supposed to be the hint of something country. So I'm liking the sunburst through. I'm liking the cloud effect. I'm liking the horizon line. I think now I need to add some greens. So I've got my peeled paint. And I'm just going to add, because this is the pasture down here. This is what we're getting at. And maybe a little bit down here. Get some green going. And then I will grab some more gesso on my finger to be blending that out. Yeah, because these are just all things that I'm seeing at a distance. You know, when you get up on a grassy knoll and you start looking off and seeing the countryside, this is the kind of thing that you're seeing. Got a clump of that crayon there. I want to blend it in. And you can see the layers are starting to build. And I'm actually even going to put a little bit of that. Just got a hint of that up into that area. Okay. All right, so now that I've created this part, I'm thinking I've got these, I've got a picture here that I've cut out of a magazine, and it's got some interesting countryside pieces to it. So I'm going to take my scissors, further define the section that I want out of here. And it has a few trees and a few of this and a few of that. So I'm just going to cut a section of this and see how this would work in the foreground. And I'm thinking, yeah, that looks like the rows that you would see out in the farmlands. So let's put that down. Get that on the page. And then I've got another piece. Let's cut that off. I've got my paper trimmer here. I'm going to even this up a bit and cut this down. And I also want to trim. Some of this portion out of here. So I don't want a straight line. I just want to give the illusion of these plants and bushes and things that you would see out in the country. Looks like an arborvitae. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I think that works just fine. Okay, so let me glue that in. This I just stuck to the gesso. I don't know if it's going to stay or if I need to put some glue behind there. But I have my Yoo-Hoo glue stick. And because I'm keeping this short and sweet today, I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting around the edge of these and maybe a final shot or two, and that should be it for country. And I'll see you again tomorrow. So bye for now, guys. So I'm just putting the final touches on. I was going to use some rub-ons, and they're so old they're not working really well. So I'm just getting out my Posca pen and writing out my words. Big country, because it is a big country, and we do want to explore and try new things. So I also have my Faber-Castell Pitt pen. I just want to do a little bit of shadowing around this surface and, you know, create the depth with this one. Happens to be a gray, which is a light gray. I'll get a dark gray out and I'll finish this off. And then that will be it for my big country page, which is, this says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and get out and enjoy the big country. Bye for now.